Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in USA Gossip 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Ryan Seacrest's life is about to get more hectic than ever. He returns to American Idol soon when the show returns for a new season in early 2026. He's also the host of Wheel of Fortune. After returning to live with Kelly and Mark this week, the former host dissed his replacement, Mark Consuelos. Keep reading for more on their shocking interaction. Ryan Seacrest returns to Live, disses Mark Consuelos. Ryan Seacrest co-hosted Live with Kelly and Ryan for 6 years. He announced his departure in February 2023 and last appeared as co-host in April that same year. He was replaced by Kelly Ripa's real-life husband, Mark Consuelos, who had previously stepped in as co-host occasionally over the years. Ryan Seacrest cited his full workload with American Idol, his radio show and other jobs as the reason for leaving. Most of his jobs are in Los Angeles, California, while Live films in New York. He took over as host of Wheel of Fortune in September 2024 after Pat Sajak retired. He returned to Live this week, but as a guest, not a co-host. Mark Consuelos asked if the WOF host does the wheel ride, meaning spin the wheel. Ryan Seacrest asked Mark if he had ever watched the show. The host never spins the wheel. The contestant spins the wheel. It's been weeknights for the last 43 years, he informed Kelly Ripa's husband. In response, Mark Consuelos said he's too busy at the gym to watch the game show. Ryan Seacrest continued to diss his replacement by asking if he does his homework on the guests before the show. Kelly Ripa threw her husband under the bus and said, "He doesn't read the cards right." Ryan Seacrest retorted, "I'm shocked." But Kelly said that neither Ryan or Mark was ever prepared as hosts. "I brief him but he doesn't listen, much like you, he doesn't listen," she told Ryan Seacrest. The banter was all in good fun, much like Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos constantly joking about their marriage. Ryan Seacrest worries fans. Vanna White stayed on Wheel of Fortune as co-host when Pat Sajak retired. Ryan Seacrest also hosts the celebrity spin-off of the game show. Over the last year, viewers have noticed a shocking change in his physical appearance. Many fans have posted on their concern for the American Idol host's health, especially after he lost his father in October. "Ryan has always been thin but he looks even thinner. I know his dad just passed away, hope he is okay. His eye job makes him look even more gaunt. His face looks so bony. He looked better before whatever he had been doing lately. His eyebrows have blended into his skin and he looks like he's aged 5+ years from last season. I think he definitely looks sickly thin, it shocked me. He looked handsome and healthy before." Fans are divided over whether his new look is from Ozempic or plastic surgery. Ryan Seacrest, Mark Consuelos, and Kelly Ripa are great friends who love to playfully argue. But tell us in the comments if you think there might be unspoken bad blood between them. Ryan Seacrest's highly anticipated return to Live was supposed to be a celebratory, full-circle television moment. Instead, it quickly turned into one of the most talked-about daytime TV segments of the year after the longtime host appeared to take a pointed, and very public, jab at current co-host Mark Consuelos. What began as light banter soon had fans buzzing, social media exploding, and daytime television viewers asking the same question: was Ryan Seacrest really throwing shade at Mark Consuelos? On live TV? A return years in the making? For many viewers, Ryan Seacrest's return to Live carried deep nostalgia. Before becoming one of the most powerful figures in television, Seacrest served as co-host of Live with Kelly and Ryan from 2017 to 2023, forming a widely praised on-screen partnership with Kelly Ripa. Their chemistry was often described as effortless, playful, and warm, a stark contrast, some fans argue, to the dynamic that followed his departure. So when Seacrest walked back onto the familiar Live set as a guest, the energy was electric. The audience erupted in applause. Kelly Ripa leapt from her chair to hug him. The moment felt like a reunion fans had been waiting for. But not everyone on the couch seemed entirely at ease. Mark Consuelos caught in the middle. Mark Consuelos, who officially took over as Kelly Ripa's co-host after Seacrest's exit, greeted Ryan warmly enough. The smiles were there. The jokes flowed. But as the conversation unfolded, viewers began noticing subtle, and not so subtle, moments of tension. Then came the comment. During a discussion about the show's evolution, Ryan casually remarked how Live thrives when there's balance, structure, and mutual respect between co-hosts, before adding with a grin, "Some partnerships just know when to let the other person talk." The studio audience laughed. Kelly laughed. Mark Smiled, but it didn't quite reach his eyes. Fans immediately smell shade. Within minutes, social media lit up. Did Ryan Seacrest just diss Mark Consuelos? Why did that feel awkward? Ryan said what everyone's been thinking, eyes emoji. Clips of the moment began circulating online, replayed and dissected frame by frame. Viewers pointed out Mark's stiff posture, the brief pause before he laughed, and the way Kelly subtly redirected the conversation afterward. To longtime fans, the moment felt loaded. Comparing co-host dynamics. Ever since Mark Consuelos joined Live, comparisons have been unavoidable. Fans spent years watching Kelly and Ryan develop a rhythm that felt equal, easy, and unforced. When Ryan left to focus on his expanding media empire, many assumed the transition to Kelly's real-life husband would feel natural. Instead, opinions have been sharply divided. Some viewers love the married couple dynamic, praising the authenticity and playful bickering. Others argue the chemistry feels uneven, with Mark often dominating conversations or steering segments toward himself. Ryan's comment, whether intentional or not, seemed to tap directly into that debate. A history of unspoken tension? While there's no confirmed bad blood between Ryan Seacrest and Mark Consuelos, fans were quick to revisit old interviews and moments that now feel interesting in hindsight. Ryan and Kelly often emphasized professionalism during their time together, rarely stepping on each other's lines. Their banter was carefully timed, balanced, and respectful. Mark's style, on the other hand, is more assertive and spontaneous, something that works for some viewers but grates on others. So when Ryan returned and subtly highlighted what makes a partnership work, many took it as a quiet critique rather than a coincidence. Kelly Ripa's reaction spoke volumes. Perhaps the most telling part of the moment wasn't what Ryan said, but how Kelly reacted. As soon as the comment landed, Kelly laughed loudly and quickly shifted the conversation, jumping into a nostalgic story from her early Live days. Some viewers saw this as a classic host move to smooth over tension. Others saw it as damage control. Kelly has long been known as fiercely loyal to her colleagues, her staff, and her show. But she's also highly aware of public perception, especially when it comes to on-air dynamics. Her swift pivot suggested she knew the moment could be interpreted the wrong way, or maybe exactly the right way. Mark Consuelos breaks his silence, without saying a word. Mark didn't address the comment directly during the episode. Instead, he leaned back, chuckled briefly, and let the moment pass. But body language experts and fans alike noticed the shift. For the remainder of the segment, Mark spoke less, letting Kelly and Ryan dominate the conversation. Whether intentional or not, the contrast was striking, and only fueled speculation that the comment hit closer to home than expected. Was it a joke? Or a message? Ryan Seacrest is no stranger to live television. He's built a career on knowing exactly how to toe the line between playful and pointed. Which is why many believe the moment wasn't accidental. Some insiders suggest Ryan was simply being himself, quick-witted, observational, and honest. Others believe it was a subtle reminder of what he brought to the table during his tenure on Live. And then there are fans who think it was something deeper, a quiet reclaiming of his legacy on a show that has moved on, but not entirely without friction. Audience reaction says it all. Following the episode, fan reactions poured in. Ryan didn't even have to say it directly, we all got it. Mark looked uncomfortable, and that says everything. This is why Ryan and Kelly worked so well together. Awkward but kind of iconic. Ratings for the episode reportedly spiked, with clips from the segment becoming some of the most shared daytime TV content of the week. Love it or hate it, the moment got people talking, something Live thrives on. Ryan's graceful exit. As the episode wrapped, Ryan ended on a gracious note, praising Kelly's longevity and the show's success. "This place will always feel like home," he said. The line drew applause, and one last glance from Mark Consuelos that fans are still analyzing. Was it polite? Was it tense? Was it nothing at all? What this means for Live moving forward. One thing is certain, Ryan Seacrest's return reminded viewers of the delicate balance required in daytime television. Hosting isn't just about talking, it's about listening, timing, and knowing when to step back. Whether his comment was intentional shade or harmless humor, it reopened a conversation fans never really stopped having, which partnership truly works best for Live. Final thoughts. Ryan Seacrest didn't raise his voice. He didn't call anyone out by name. He didn't break protocol. And yet, with one carefully worded sentence, he managed to steal headlines, spark debate, and momentarily shift the spotlight. In daytime television, that's not an accident. It's an art. And Ryan Seacrest still knows exactly how to play the game.